beautiful soul. I am so back, but we have some major catching up to do. You are currently watching present day 2026 video. Sorry, there's like a hair. You're currently watching present day 2026 video. I took a little bit of a break from posting on all my socials due to some very personal-ish. But during that time, I filmed quite a bit, so we have some major catching up sessions. If you haven't watched my previous Desi Girl vlogs, where I show you how I organize my kitchen pantry items in my tiny Toronto condo-sized kitchen in only 7 days and only organizing with what I had on hand. That vlog is linked below for you to catch up. But today you'll see how procrastination works at its finest as I finally get to organizing my spices into like a spice cart situation. And then I also show you a fun unboxing, a Christmas edition actually, because all these packages arrived exactly just a week before Christmas, and a very special try on haul, some Joe Fresh basics as well as some Reitmans jeans. If you're also a mid-size curvy Desi brown girl, you know jeans is like a mission impossible sometimes. So let me start from the beginning. Good morning and welcome to another Desi Girl vlog. I have woken up a couple of hours ago actually, I'll drink my cup of coffee. Now putting this straight into the dishwasher because one of my goals is to not just leave it in the sink, but also, you know, just directly put it in the dishwasher. Are you like this? Are you the type to put it all accumulated in the sink, or are you the type to, like, you know, dump it directly into the dishwasher? Let me know which one you are in the comments down below. I have the dishwasher running, so please excuse that noise. But how are you doing? It is a beautiful December afternoon-ish. And yesterday night, I actually discovered Al Dewan Bakery for dinner. We actually got some mani quiche. It is mani quiche night. Honestly, this is the first time ordering, and this looks delicious. We have muhammara and cheese. Then we have classic za'atar. This looks so good. And then obviously the hummus. Fresh bag of pita. Look how big they are. From the one and only Al Dewan Bakery here in Scarborough. Let's eat. I love muhammara by itself. Also their spinach pies. I don't know what bread they use for the spinach pies, but it is so delicious. And then on top of that, we also ordered some hummus. Their pita bread was ginormous. And like you can tell it's like everything is freshly made in their restaurant, or in their bakery. It is delicious. Like you can taste the deliciousness, and so I kind of made a mental note of going there in person, because if the delivery was this good, I'm expecting the in-person to be just through the roof. So I'm just putting the leftovers into some containers and I just pop that in the fridge. But I also need to make some breakfast. So I have some leftover eggs that I want to finish up. And let me just go get one more thing. The pantry. I wanted to use up this it's called Teja chutney. Okay, so at the Indian grocery store Panchvati, which is sort of the Canadian franchises of Patel Brothers that you get in the States, I actually found some Teja chutney. And there is another food blogger, Palak who also goes by the handle Chutney Life, she has always been saying about mixing decha chutney with cream cheese because it makes the delicious, you know, spread. But because I have, you know, some eggs that I need to use up, I thought we'd make like a funky egg salad sandwich, but the base would be this decha chutney and cream cheese base, and then on top we make like a sort of like a red onion tomato egg salad sandwich with some onions and tomatoes and a few spices, and then we just like top it on, put it on top, and then we just like eat it. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna taste good or if it's just gonna be like a flop, but I think it's gonna taste pretty phenomenal. It is gonna be a little bit on the spicy side, but I'm gonna keep it minimal when it comes to the topping of the egg salad itself. That also balances with the spiciness, I believe, of the sauce. So yeah, let's get to making brunch for today. We're gonna turn on the ugly lighting. So I have my water boiling. Just gonna put some eggs here. Don't you just love my little eggplant holder? Isn't this beautiful? This is actually from Portugal. So, I do have some hard-boiled eggs here itself, so I'm gonna cut those up. But before that, I need to cut an onion, at least a quarter of an onion. I don't have any red onions, so I'm just gonna use this leftover shallot. Of like heirloom tomatoes. I'm gonna use the ones that it's just been sitting in my fridge for quite some time. Okay, I'm gonna use all of these tomatoes. Originally I'm like, no, maybe some. No, let's do it all. Done. They're boiling away. I don't know if you can hear the sound. So I first mix the egg yolks in, sort of like a deviled egg stuffing that you would make, and then I'm gonna add in the egg whites. A layer of ghee. If you haven't seen my collab video with this brand, I will pop that video in the description box below. If you have never used ghee, as in desi brown girl, I have switched over to using ghee as opposed to olive oil now because it's just really good for you health-wise, but also like can be used in any type of cooking. If you love to grill meats, or if you love like a spread that you would for butter, they also have different kinds. They're chai spice, the herb and garlic, and they're chai vanilla. The big ghee brands actually use AMF as opposed to butter, like 100% Canadian butter, to make ghee. I'll pop that video down below. That also includes details, and I'll also include the OG Ghee information so that you could read up and do your own research when it comes to this. So for this one, I'm gonna just keep it neutral with their original flavored ghee. I don't know if I can fit 4 slices, but I'm like trying my hardest here. Now is when I'm gonna add the original flavored ghee. And I'm just gonna spread it on each of them, just like you would with butter. You can see that grilling action. Ooh. See, this is why I love using a grill as opposed to a toaster. But do you see that gloss? Oh my goodness. Like, I wish smell-o-vision was a thing. The smell of this ghee, it's this beautiful caramelization that happens. Delicious. I'm just gonna taste a little bit how everything is doing. Onion is carrying most of the legwork. Just a little bit of chili crisp. And then I'm also gonna add Italian seasoning. I'm like having to pick out stuff from my dining table. Later on, we shall get to organizing the spices. Yeah, that was so good. This has the perfect amount of acidity also to it, which I think helped tremendously. Delicious toasted bread. I'm gonna taste it by itself. Cheers. Oh, that's delicious. That is spicy. This is our techa cream cheese mixture. Cheers. Oh, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Wow. It's not numbing. It's addicting, but I feel like a little too much can set your entire mouth and butt on fire, and I do not want that. So we have our techa cream cheese. There you go. This is our egg scramble with the techa chutney cream cheese. I'm gonna move you to that side so we can do a proper taste test. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Okay, I am gonna put a drizzle of Maggi hot and sweet sauce. I have 3 different sauces. I have Valentina, Sriracha, and Maggi, but I'm gonna stick to the Indian hot sauce. Put it on one and see if it makes any difference. Drizzle of Maggi hot and sweet sauce. Round 2. Cheers. You have to make this. If it's one thing you need to buy from the Indian grocery store, it's this techa chutney. I'm sure there's different brands. If you just ask anyone, can I get techa chutney? This is what it looks like. Don't use too much because it is a little butt burning, but it's addicting. Look at that. Now to unbox all these things. 3 of them are clothing items and one of them is a small food brand from Toronto. So I hinted at it a little bit in my previous Desi Girl vlog, and I'm excited to show you some mid-size brands that I've been wearing. This top is from Joe Fresh and bottom jeans are from Reitmans. And I didn't know when I was doing my research that the designer behind Joe Fresh also designs Club Monaco. So I was like, if it's good for Club Monaco, it's good for me. And this is like the brand that you would see at any Real Canadian Superstore. I've seen it. Any of the PC stores, those are where I see it. So this is a little crop top situation, and if you want to wear it modestly, like I've done that, just wear a little petticoat at the top. These jeans, these Reitmans jeans, are like mom jeans. I've had them for at least 5 years. I have never paid for jeans over $50. This is the most expensive I've paid on jeans, and it is my money's worth essentially. And I think because of the wash, because of how light it is, you can easily dress it up or dress it down. It's very comfortable. It hugs the curves in like the right places. So if you are also someone that has my body type, or you're also going through a weight loss journey and you're just struggling to find clothes that fit you, trust me, I have been there. I have been that girl to cry my head off because I cannot find something to fit the girls as well as just the pooch and just a curvier body in general. I've realized that Reitmans and Joe Fresh is very inclusive of all sizes and all shapes. I am excited to show you this little try on haul. If you're a mid-size girly and a desi baddie, you'll want to stick around for this try on haul. Let's unbox it together. This one is from my dear friend, Modesty Aria. Like, it's so funny, we've never met in person, but I absolutely love her art and her personality. And I feel like we're already, you know, best friends. But she came out with a desi Christmas t-shirts, and you know, I live in her t-shirts. Raja and Rani Xmas shirt. I got this in a size extra large. I tend to usually go for a 3XL, but I wanted to do an extra large and see how that fits as well. I love the fit of this first t-shirt on my body, especially the detailing of both the Rani and the Raja. Combines two worlds so perfectly in a t-shirt. On to the next one. Look! It's like the Grinch hand holding a cup of chai. Isn't that so unique? I really like the fit and the color of this. Like, it's not, I'll show you the other one. It's more on the darker emerald green side, and this one is like that sage green in trend color. But I love the detailing of the Grinch hands and also even the cup itself. Like, I absolutely love it. And of course, the Rani t-shirt in the green. I recently bought a green pajama set, and that's when I realized I think I like this green color, as well as like OG Ghee's merch shirt was a green too, and that I got a lot of compliments for it. And so I'm like, you know what, maybe, you know, olive skin tones better with green. I love this t-shirt so much, especially in the darker emerald green color. Like, it just makes everything so pretty. This is what I mean by casual, and you can also like dress it up. You wear like a little bit of a skirt underneath and then curl your hair, and then look, you have a night out look, but also like keeping it casual too. Phenomenal, honestly. Chef's kiss. Okay, next package is from Joe Fresh. Okay, so the first one is this black bodysuit. It's actually one of the first bodysuits I own. I usually just wear tank tops and just inserts, but this is the first one I feel actually relatively comfortable in. Do I feel confident in is the question. It'll take some time, but I do like the big scoop neck. It also cuts at the back as well, and I can very much see myself pairing these two together because these jeans I wear all the damn time. This is the next top. I'm a little conscious about it being a little too tight, so that's probably projecting, and I'm feeling a little not confident. But if we get past that, I do like the ruching. I do feel it's just a little bit like choking a bit. And also what's a little bit weird is I thought this cut would be on this side, the right side of me, but it's on the left side of me. I think the material is just a little bit more tighter. So maybe if I had gone up a size, maybe I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know, sometimes just wearing it a little bit more will boost my confidence a little bit. So okay, this shirt I do find very comfortable. It's one of those like fleece spandex material, so it feels warm. So it feels like I'm not gonna get overly hot, you know, when it's that time of the month. I really like the ruching detail it has in the front. I may return the other one and go just one size up. That's the only ick about online shopping. You don't know which size will actually fit you, even though all of them is an extra large. So I guess I have to go a double XL for that one. So this is the last top that I got. It's a sweater. There's so much felt on me right now, but I really like how soft it is. I really like the color, and it just makes me feel comfortable. You can definitely dress this up or down. And the arms, same as before, like they're pretty long. So, you know, I like to just scrunch them up like this, or you can, you know, leave them like this if you like that method, or you can definitely just like fold them up so that they just sit nicely there. Now this next one is from Reitmans. I got two more jeans because this is the only jeans that I was practically living on for the past 3 to 5 years. One in a darker wash and one in a more on the grayer side. I didn't want to go full black because I didn't know how deep that dark denim color is like. So I wanted to see what that was like in person. This blue one has drawstrings on that. It's just funny to see how like this, or as we call nada situation, is like a fashion, because we've been doing this for decades. I swear to God, there's a picture of me wearing balloon pants, my mom tying a nada around me because we just couldn't find a belt to cover my waist that was this tiny. Especially when we immigrant family problems. If you're also a child of immigrant parents, you know. It's kind of comical that this is now like a fashion trend, but I digress. Let's try these on. Yeah, so this is in the kind of pile. Like, I don't know. Something just feels a little awkward. On to the next. This one is just regular, you know, your zip button. But now that I'm looking at this, maybe because this is wide and the ones that I'm wearing are mom jeans, but they're both the same 34. So I'm gonna try them on and see if it's a yay or an nay. I love these pants. Holy, the shit I was giving them. But they do feel like there's no lining outside, but there is like a black lining. But I really like the cut of these. They are a bit, you know, on the dopey side, but you know, if you're gonna wear some heels to elevate yourself, I feel comfortable. I feel like this and the red sweater would actually go quite nice. I like okay, now that the clothes are out of the way, I'm still just wearing the jeans that I feel awkward in, so that hopefully, you know, by the end of this chit chat, maybe I can convince myself to keep it. Or so I thought we'd get into the TOON of it all. Get it? Okay, let me show you what's in this box. So, oh, thank you so much, Christina, who is one of the 2 founders of TOON. TOON is a condiment company that also makes not only olive oil but also pomegranate molasses straight from Lebanon. Happy holidays. Hope your holidays are extra virgin special. Get it? That's so cute. And then in this one, oh, it tells a little bit more. TOON is a Lebanese and Palestinian founded brand built on roots, resilience, and real food. You can screenshot this. Oh, that is true. It is a story of home. Beautiful. It included a gift bag. Yay! I get my own. Oh, that's so pretty. Embroidery details. The green matches so well. That is beautifully done. Battery is quickly dying, but also for the main show of all, their TOON products. This is their TOON olive oil. This is absolutely remarkable. I always look at the packaging of everything and like, this is beautifully done, and it literally says product of Lebanon. I'm so excited to try this out. And this is their pomegranate molasses. I have had pomegranate molasses put on my chicken shawarma here at Gadir Meats and a bunch of other places. If you know, you know. I say Windsor has better shawarma spots than Toronto. Listen, I think we just have a more palatable taste over there, but I am quite excited. And you bet this is going to be on a future Basic Girl approved episode. Good evening. It's another day. While my hair is still drying, I thought I'd show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of a food blogger that's very dedicated to bridging the gap between cringe food influencer reviews and like meaningful food brands that is rooted in storytelling. So with that all said, welcome to another day. I'm currently getting ready to film some content for a very special Basic Girl approved episode. So I'm just getting ready to film that. I just prepped my skin already before I did my hair, and now my skin is all prepped and primed. I don't have any lighting on this side, so just bear with me. I realized that I didn't actually tell you any of the Sephora stuff that I got to unbox. So I actually purchased, 1 is a repurchase and 3 are new purchases. 1 is Kayali's Oudgasm in Rose Oud. I've already had the bottle of this. It was beautiful, and I love collecting travel sizes. Tell me if you're also like this. Like, I love collecting travel size perfumes and just having like a bunch of little perfumes as opposed to like one big bottle and then decantering them as you travel. This way I can try different perfumes, but at the same time, like, I'm not married to one perfume. With perfumes, I tend to change a lot. So I've tried a lot in the last 3 years even, and this is the first repurchase of a travel size perfume. So Kayali Rose Oudgasm, and I always pair this with YSL Black Opium, and they go so well. For the Sephora sale, I actually ran out of all of my eye pencils, and so I purchased some lip tinted products. We have long wear pencil eyeliner. I thought in this video I wanted to see and put it to the test if it is as waterproof as they say it. If I can, get this box opened. So this is, ooh, oh, this is nice. Packaging is very nice. And apparently it's supposed to be long lasting and like waterproof. So we will test that today. And then on top of this, I got their, wait, what? I'm confused. Oh, okay, I completely thought I ordered 1 liquid eyeliner and 1 pencil. No, I ordered 2 pencil liners. That's what I did. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay. 1 is in black and the other one is brown. So I'm gonna wear the black one today. And then I have been seeing Hue Glow highlighter drops, the mini travel size. Like, you can use it as a highlighter, but you can also use it as like body glitter. Oh, back to I keep on having to adjust me so that the light is on me. So yeah, going back, you can use this as a highlighter, but you can also use this as like body glitter. And the shade in this is Dawn. The base that I'm going to use is my Dr. Jart BB cream, but I have a new pimple emerging. So we are going to conceal. Who remembers Smashbox? Yeah, I'm gonna use my Smashbox color correcting eye brightener. But I also use this and this to hide and conceal. have moved to my foyer because this is where I usually do my makeup. I'm one of those people who need to get close up, as well as my room was not doing its justice in terms of lighting, but also like I was gonna poke my eye out. Let's see. I'm gonna put this eyeliner to the test to see if it is long lasting as they claim it is. Hopefully this is giving holiday vibes, because that's what this shoot is about a little bit. Okay, taking off the clip on the side. Usually, you know, like this side of my hair a little bit more. I got a comment, it's so funny, on my Instagram, one of my posts that kind of blew up a little bit, and I got so many DMs of people asking, how is your curly hair natural and is it a weave? And I was like, no, this is 100% natural, babe. And they were so floored that there are brown girls with curly hair. And I'm like, we exist. There is so many of us that exist. That comment or that DM lives in my head rent free. Just to show you, this is au naturel. But anyway, let's go film some content. Okay, so this is my setup that I have that you see. Sorry if you're blinded by this light. Let me turn this off. So I usually prop the camera on this. I love my GorillaPod, but it's just insanely heavy to be carrying around, so I use another tripod for horizontal footage, but this also doesn't have enough height, so I prop this on top of my kettle and I'm able to position it. And the best part is, if I want something, you know, the bamboo on the background and then me, you know, as the focus, I can do cool shots like that. So that's how I get my little setup. With that all said, I need this camera for filming. So I will see you whenever I see you next. Bye. I'll have you perched up here because yay, shoot is all done. Honestly, I drank so many carbonated beverages right now in the span 1, 2, 3, 4. But they are so good. I'll put the link down below of the finished product. Oh, I've been smiling this entire time and my cheeks hurt so much. Oh, it feels so good doing this. Oh my god, this is their spiced kokum. And this is hot guava. You'll see in the video what I mean by hot. Like, there's definitely spice and it like grows on your tongue and it's like, it just makes you want some more of this. This is absolutely delicious, but also, oh, it's giving my jaws the cooling sensation that it needs. Crazy the amount of effort that goes into just like literally even just like a 30-second clip. Let me tell you, the plan for today is to get all of the spices organized because I am, let's see if I'm okay. This is okay. I'm like sick and tired of living with this mess. It's been like over 2 weeks actually since the last time you saw me. So today's the day we're gonna clear this up and actually can use my dining table for what the purpose is for. And also I'm very much looking forward to, you know, when I come back here in 2026 to, you know, a kitchen that is already organized. So I'm envisioning future Vidya giving a pat on my back to this video to literally get my ish together so that, you know, I can start cooking, because that's essentially what all of this is about, to get back into the realm to cook again, because I really do miss it so much. With that all said, let the B-roll be rolling.
This world is so cold and deceiving, filled with lies and disguises and cheating. I got just the right sugar to sweeten, turn it all to the garden of Eden. I can make the gray turn gold, I can make the sun come out, I can make the bland turn gold, show you what it's all about. I can make all your edges smooth, I can make your visions come true. Just like a filter, whenever you want me, I'm here for you. I make you brand new. Just like a filter, all of them flaws, baby, worse than yours. Let's bang it true. I can give you a rhyme and a reason. You just have to give in to the feeling. Don't you know that believing is seeing? Let me paint you a world you can dream in. I can make it colorful, I can make the sharpness blur, I can make it possible, I can make the surface pure, I can let you into paradise, I can make it all just seem alright. Just like a filter, whenever you want me, I'm here for you. I make you brand new. Just like all of them flaws, baby, worse than yours. Let's bang it. Just like a filter.
So I put a little X indication on this deli container, and then on the bigger one I put saying last, so I know that once this container is used up, I can then go to the Indian store and buy a new packet, but only after this is completed. So this is what I'm going to do with the rest of these. So I'm just gonna do a little fun transition. Ta-da! So this is now all my spices nicely organized, but let me walk you through a few things that, you know, will help you if you're also in this dilemma that I was in. One, having a system to figure out, for instance, the sambar powder. There's 2 deli containers. So there's one that says X, which I know that there's an overstock, and this on the overstock, it says the word last. So I know once this is done, I can kindly ask my mom for another dabba or box of sambar powder. The other thing is things that I haven't used in the last 6 months to a year. So I bought this 6 months ago thinking that, you know, I'd put this, it's one of those seasoning packets that you sprinkle on like French fries. You get it in India, but you don't have it here. but they actually sell this in Panchvati now. But the thing is, ever since I bought it, I've only used like 1 or 2 packets because it's quite spicy even for me. So I haven't used up the entire thing yet, which is why in comparison to the Maggi packets where I, cut up each of the sachets, because I go through Maggi quite often. But these ones, I'm going to give myself, a timeline, sort of a boundary as to I need to check in with myself 6 months from now. So I've just put a little reminder in my little notes app that 6 months from now, am I still using this? If not, maybe it's high time that I give it away to someone who is going to use this. And the third thing is things like vanilla, right? Because I have extracts of things, because I have almond extract that I used for my chantilly cake. I haven't posted those 2 recipes yet, but if you do want me to, I have a bunch of recipe videos that I have on my Instagram, so I'll link that down below for like a mini chantilly cake. I did a chocolate one as well as a vanilla one, a classic strawberry vanilla chantilly cake. I actually bought almond extract from Bulk Barn, but haven't really used it since then. And of course, your vanilla extract. And then most recently for my chai vanilla video, I ended up buying like pure vanilla paste as well as vanilla bean. So instead of just scattering them all over the place, I put them in one deli container. So if in the case I am cooking or baking or need any sort of extracts, I know this is the container that has all the extracts. And the same thing I followed in suit for cinnamon. So I do know that, so this will go on top of each other so that visually I know loose cinnamon, but also I have Clubhouse cinnamon, and then right behind it is the pumpkin pie spice mix. This, I made myself a little container of assortments. Some Eno. I also put my saffron in here. Jello as well as baking powder. And then, so containers like these, the Kirkland ones as well as the Clubhouse ones that you usually get in a bulk food store with the seasonings and everything, I just kept it as is. I am not about that life to transfer all of this into like a separate deli container. Instead, I have, my usual system. I have a little container here that says Tex-Mex, and because it has an X, I know that it coordinates with this one that says taco seasoning and Tex-Mex, and so this one says last. So that's what I've done with all of them. This crushed red chili flakes from Costco says last on it. Hopefully you can read that. So I know once these are used up, then only I go to Costco. One of the downsides of a food blogger is that you end up accumulating a lot of, knickknacks. When I was doing my healthy dessert series, I actually accumulated a lot of sweet items. Like, this is what I mean by sweet items, like marshmallows, and then like some white chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, as well as some like ice cream cones. So I've left them in these containers instead of in the bags that they came in. They're airtight, and 2, they're stackable. And so now if I'm doing any other series, or if I'm just baking and hey, I know I need to use up these chocolate chip cookies, if I'm making pancakes, I know if, I'm craving ice cream, I know, hey, guess what? Like, we have a lot of waffle cones to use up. I don't think I ever posted the recipe to it, actually. It was day 14 and I never got around to posting it. It was like these little no-bake brownies, and I kind of decorated one of them with one of the big marshmallows on top, and I used like pretzel sticks to make like little hands to make like a snowman. It was just like a fun way that if you have toddlers, or a niece, nephew, kids, or if you're just hanging out with friends, or even by yourself, because this was so fun to do even by myself. And then you put like little googly eyes. So that recipe was deeply hidden in the caves of CTD recipes in the vault. So it has never seen daylight, except for I did take photos of them and a video of them, but I never got around to posting the recipe for it. So if you want that little snowman decorating, I can post it on the CTD website as day 14 just for my YouTube subscribers. So if you want, just leave a comment down below and I can get that uploaded. I'm just gonna restack everything that, you know, makes sense for my brain. Clearing IKEA cart out, both of them, and then the right one will put all the spices, and I'll show you a final organization of what works for this brain. I look forward to what future Vidya will be looking at, and future Vidya will be very happy that this Vidya pushed through to get this done. So with that said, let's tackle the next project.
This world is so cold and deceiving, filled with lies and disguises and cheating. I got just the right sugar to sweeten, turn it all to the Garden of Eden. I can make the gray turn gold, I can make the sun come out, I can make the bland turn bold, show you what it's all about. I can make all your edges smooth, I can make your visions come true. Just like a filter, whenever you want me, I'm here for you. I make it brand new, just like a filter. All of them flaws, baby, worse than yours. Let's bang it true. I can give you a rhyme and a reason. You just have to give in to the feeling. Don't you know that believing is see it? Let me paint you a world you can read it.
Good morning. Good morning, beautiful soul, and welcome to another beautiful day of Desi Girl Vlogs. The last time you saw me, I finished up the spices. I hit a little bit of a realizing what my future self, what the issue will be for my future self. So this is what the spice cart is looking like after all that organization. I can already tell future Vidya is going to have an issue sorting. Like if I need to find red chili powder or red chili flake or something, I'll have to, you know, I did organize them practically. Like these are all my Indian spices. These are all my whole spices. These are all like, you know, red chili flakes that I would use for like pastas and Tex-Mex stuff. And then these are all my dals that I'll use for like variety rice, as I think the English term. But if you're making like lemon rice or tamarind rice or samia or vermicelli, like the urad dal and Bengal gram is what you would use. And then over here, I have my other spices like tahini, Maggi. So I already know stacking is going to be a little bit of an issue when it comes to cooking, because it's not as readily accessible as if it was just, you know, laid out so I can see everything. But, you know, the only way I can test it out is by actually cooking it and seeing if this is helping me. That is what we're working with so far, but this is far better. I have now a system in terms of not buying spices and ingredients twice like I did with this 4 kg bag of rice. Oh my gosh. If anyone wants some rice, please come over because I can definitely give you. So I'm trying to prepare myself for that. beforehand, I ordered myself some Tim Hortons. I rarely do this, but considering today is Thursday and the day before I actually go back home finally for, by the way, in case you don't know, I'm originally from Windsor, Ontario. That's where I was raised throughout my life, and then I moved out to Toronto for corporate legal purposes and to get a job. And so now I haven't gone back to my hometown or home city in a little over 15 years actually, so it'll be weird to go back. Apparently a lot has changed. So anyway, I digress. The point is, I ordered myself a little treat because I have a shit ton of editing, a lot of editing to get done for today. I have a Desi Girl approved for the Desi Pop that we filmed to be uploaded. And then I also need to edit another vlog that's going up. This will be Desi Girl Vlogs number 6 of the launch day. So that's how far behind I am in terms of editing. There is no milk in my fridge, and I've done a pretty good job of clearing out my fridge after the pantry cleanup that we did. Hopefully by the time you see this video, the pantry organization video is up. If not, blame editing Vidya, okay? Please know that I'm doing everything. I'm trying my best to do it all. The content creator and at the same time the food vlogger and blogger, and at the same time have and live a life. I ordered myself my first candy cane hot cocoa, but I find the ones in Tim Hortons a little overly too sweet. So my hack is to do like half latte and half candy cane hot cocoa. So cheers. I thought we'd try this together. This is enjoyable. It's not overly too sweet. And the best part is I have another half cup to make myself a second cup of coffee mocha situation, as well as I ordered myself a Biscoff croissant, which I think is, whoa, I never knew that this existed. Like a croissant cut in half, but then they put, I think, Biscoff spread. Ooh, look at that. They put like Biscoff spread in the middle. And there's like Biscoff cookie crumbled at the top. Let's do a taste test. If you're a person who loves savory and sweet at the same time, or salty and sweet, those 3 flavor profiles, you will definitely like this, because the Biscoff spread has like that natural, almost like a salted caramel sort of taste, and pairs very well with the buttery croissant. I am so happy that we're like closing this gap of catching up sessions. Actually, in the next vlog, we are finally in my home city of Windsor, Ontario, which is where I am currently. If you are also from Windsor, or if you're from our neighboring city, which is actually Detroit, Michigan, please let me know in the comments down below. You'll actually notice that I'm a creator who will actually take the time to respond back to your comments. So with these credentials and the fact that I would love before 2027 to hit 10K beautiful souls, please subscribe, because we have like 2 more vlogs to catch up on until we're like completely caught up, including my own South Indian Amma showing you her entire newly renovated kitchen. Like, this was a major transformation from what it looked like in the beginning. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, remember to keep smiling, beautiful soul. Bye.